right, let's see. What's up, guys? I'm trying to invite somebody. See if I can invite Battle. What's going on, Preston? Welcome, welcome. Hey, man.
Yo, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Just getting up and around,
Yep, I hear you.
having to house sit.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
earlier
hey,
there too.
check this out. Forgot about this.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to get a light set up because it's kind of dark. But oh well. All right, so let's see how many people we got in here. 50 people. Wow, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Today we have Preston Battle. He is from Battle Customs. He makes custom helmets and everything, and he's been doing it for how many years now?
Almost 5 years I've been into
Jeez.
it. Yeah,
Wow. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, so we're the same age.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.
That's really cool. Um, yeah, I just want to know like how you actually got started. I know we've talked a lot, but we've never actually discussed like how you've really grown so much from
Yeah.
this.
So, I think I can credit some of my childhood probably to what I'm doing now. I would sit around and just draw concepts and stuff as a kid. I would put together different uniforms just for fun, stuff like that. Once
Okay.
I got older, uh, probably probably freshman year of college or something. I wanted a helmet for myself. I figured it'd be a little cheaper to put one together. Thought it'd be fun. And so when I started my Instagram page, I had posted pictures of that helmet that I wanted to put together. And at that point, I kind of realized I could probably do a little more with it because of the response that
Yeah.
I got.
So you posted a picture. Was it just a drawing?
No, actually, the first one that I put up was a real helmet. It was just a beat up old Shut Vengeance. I sanded it down and painted it and all that, and I didn't have any followers at the time, but it got a good amount of views. So I figured that to
Oh,
start
that's
doing more
cool.
stuff like that, yeah, it took off a little bit.
So do you had the Shut Vengeance from what, just like from playing football?
Yeah, yeah, from back in my playing days, just
Nice.
just had it left over.
Yeah, I used to play, but I
Yeah,
quit like before high school.
yeah,
I was way too little at the time. I kept getting destroyed.
yeah.
I
I
loved it.
Dude, I was small in high school too, man. But like you said, I love the game. I don't know if you saw my story yesterday, but somebody asked me if I had ever played. And I
I
said,
did see
yeah,
that.
yeah. I said I quit my sophomore year of high school just because I was mad at my coaches that day, and that's my biggest regret. But I
Man,
mean, but it's whatever. I
yeah.
figured out a way to stay around the game.
No, that's really cool. I think you've definitely it paid off.
For
Imagine
sure.
if you had like maybe if you made the team, your future wouldn't have played out the same. So
Exactly. Exactly. I
that's
feel like if
really cool.
anything, I would still be playing, but probably not at that big of a school. I'd be spending all my time just, working out for maybe nothing. While at this point, I've got at least a career path laid out in front of me now.
Oh yeah, I I dated a gymnast once from the university, and I didn't realize how much time it takes to be a college athlete. I
Oh yeah.
mean, and that's just like, I mean, that's just one sport,
Oh
that's just
yeah.
gymnastics, and I don't know how much time the other ones take. But I was like, I'm sorry, like if I ever gave you crap about like not having time, I was like, I respect you because I mean that's at least 40 hours a week,
Oh
just
yeah. At least.
maintaining your grades and everything.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bigger the school too, the busier it is. It's a full-time job. Football players, the big schools, man. I mean, it's not an argument to whether or not they should be getting some kind of compensation for what they're doing,
Yeah,
man. They
yeah,
put in
it's
they put in more than full time.
oh for sure. Yeah, I've learned that. I got to work the Arkansas Red White game,
Yeah.
like the spring football game, and I saw oh I forget his name. I did a Instagram live with a uh, freshman freshman commit to the Razorbacks, and I saw him at the game. I don't think he was dressed out to play, but I mean he's just a freshman, so it's hard to get to start. But
Yep.
it was
Yeah,
just
I
really
got you.
cool. It was just really cool to see him. Like, hey, I did a podcast with that guy.
Yes, sir. Yep, I hear
Um,
you.
so tell me more like how you go about building a helmet. What comes first in this process?
So normally, if I'm, I guess it depends. If I'm building something that I want to blow up on social media, I'll think
Yeah.
of a team. I'll think of probably a team that's relevant. Think of just a way to maybe upgrade their look. But if not, there's other teams that need upgrades to their looks that maybe they're not great now, maybe they're not relevant, but I can put something together that might get them some attention.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just comes down to stuff like that. This one right here, uh, this Cleveland Browns one. Obviously, they're called the Browns. That was a coach's name, but I kind of went literal. I took it literally. I put the Brown
That's
all over
cool.
the helmet. The Matt Brown and the Browns social media team actually saw this, so they commented
Really?
on it. Yeah, they commented on it. But
Man, that actually looks really clean. I've always been a fan of like the orange visors,
yeah,
and you made the Browns helmet look way better than it is now.
yeah,
That's for sure. And I'm not even a an F7 fan because that's an F7, right?
yeah, yeah,
I'm not like a big fan of those, but I think that actually, for some reason, that looks really good with the
yeah.
that concept.
I wasn't at first, but just because when you're putting them together and all that, it's so many parts to put it together. There's so many unnecessary screws and stuff. All the
Uh-huh.
plates on the top, they're hard to get back in, but they look really good, honestly. On the field, I think they look good.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I just wish that the NFL would make that like second helmet rule,
Oh,
and have
dude.
like a secondary, an
Oh my
alternate helmet.
gosh,
You know how
man.
many what they could do with that?
Dude, you have no idea how hard I've been campaigning for that, man, for years. Ever
You have
since
like
they,
a.
ever since they put that into effect, I've been campaigning against it.
Do you have a petition or anything?
I don't, but I'm probably gonna start one at some point. I need to,
With your following and just like the amount of connections and interviews that you do, I'm sure, dude, you could get like tons of signatures on that.
for sure, for sure.
But there's got to be
Yeah,
some this already.
yeah, there is. I mean, and there's coaches and players lobbying for it too. They're just not all that serious about it. They're just saying like, yeah, we want to wear our throwbacks. Yeah, we want to. It'd be cool to
Yeah.
have something different every once in a while, but it all. Somebody from the outside like me with just a focus on like that, we'll see what kind of influence that'll have.
Yeah. So now I know that like they have uniforms like their throwback uniforms, but that's just like the only exception when it comes to the helmet rule.
Yeah, and if you look at the helmets close enough, you'll see that not the helmets themselves never change. Teams like I don't even know. Some teams swap out their decals. Some teams swap out their face masks, but the helmet always stays the same. That's their rule. There's one
Oh, really?
shell, one shell, one helmet per year. And I don't know if you saw my post about the Bengals helmet, but I kind of went on about why it's flawed. The whole rule itself.
Uh-uh.
It's they say it's for player safety. They say every new helmet has a break-in period to the point where the shell is at its safest point.
Yeah.
So if you switch out a whole team's helmet at once, they're somewhat less safe than they would have been in a bunch of broken-in helmets. But where that's flawed is individual players at any point in time can switch out helmets, any brand, any mask, any whatever, at any point they can switch out. But there's zero repercussions whatsoever, nothing holding them back from doing that. But that's the logic that the
Yeah.
NFL uses for enforcing the rule at a team's like from the team scale. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even make
That,
sense.
it is weird, and like I feel like a brand new helmet with the proper padding and everything would be just fine.
That's what I'm
You know?
saying. How the $1,000 helmets that they're wearing? I mean, shouldn't it be mostly about the padding? But
Yeah, I mean, like if it's $1,000 helmet, it shouldn't even have to be broken in. It's not like a new pair of shoes.
exactly, or you can just hit it on the ground a few times. It's not. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as big a deal as they're making it, and that's the main rule that they have in place for that rule's existence. And
There's
I
a
think it's kind of dumb.
You were talking about a Bengals helmet. Um, and yeah, guys, a minor trade did just happen or is close to happening. Eric Flowers is being sent to Washington. Um, but I just saw the tweet notification, and then DFA football in the chat just mentioned it. But we were talking about the Bengals helmet, and I saw this, like, I don't know, I posted on my story, but I found it on Google or something. There was this like whiteout Bengals helmet look, but it looked so cool. Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, that's the one that I put on my page was one that I actually put together. I put that one together back in like 2019. I've been waiting for the Bengals to break out a white one forever.
Dang, man, that would look so good. It's like
Since
a
even
they
even
wore it in like
before
a
the new
snow
ones
game.
came out, yeah, even before the new ones came out, I've been thinking they're color rush games. So color rush threads were all white with black details.
Oh
So I
man, that
mean,
looks so good.
just so many missed opportunities. Whenever I talk about changing helmets too, everyone thinks like, no, I love my team's helmet. No, it's iconic. I never am suggesting a complete replacement for all 16 games for the
Yeah.
rest of the season going forward forever. I want like one game a year. If you have a primetime game, it's like wear something a little cooler. I mean, just I don't think it would
Oh,
hurt
for
anybody.
sure.
I think it would bring in like viewers that might not have even checked that game out
Yeah, or
if the other
even
team
just
wasn't wearing
like,
something cool.
because they all have at least one color rush week. Even just like change
Yeah,
a concept helmet for color rush. At least start somewhere. I mean, because
exactly.
they just keep the same helmets for that.
Yep.
Um, but I mean, like this helmet, man, it's just so cool. But there's so many different designs. Like when you asked what I wanted, there were so many different things that I wanted to try.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
bro. Dude,
there's unlimited
dude,
possibilities.
when you say Packers, I have 6 or 7 different designs running through my mind right now that
Yeah.
I think would look good for them.
Oh yeah. I mean, but the matte black, I was like, that might look cool with like a yellow or green visor.
For sure.
Um,
For sure.
but I mean, I guess like the only worry people would have about like the helmet rule, say people say like, oh, then it looks like a college team or a college football or a Canadian league or something. But I'm like, but like you said, it's not asking for a replacement for all
Yeah.
16, 17 games.
Yeah,
So
and it's not like it won't still be their logo on the side of the helmet, their logo on the field. If you're turning the TV to their game, you know you're not clicking over to a college game. It's just people coming up with reasons to get mad over something that hadn't even happened yet.
yeah,
It's just looking for something to be mad about. I feel like it's just the rule is just so unnecessary.
it is. NFL's kind of a. Do you think that's more of like a Roger Goodell thing or like
I don't.
NFL,
Uh,
like EA or whatever it is?
I couldn't even tell you. It's an NFL thing, but I know he's got some influence there, obviously. So I'm sure it's a little bit of all of that.
Yeah. So do you remember your first ever like big connection or like collaboration that you did or a
Yeah,
player build?
yeah. It was actually a YouTuber named Destroying. I know a lot of y'all probably know who that is.
I've seen him on your story a lot.
Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know, I guess he was a kicker at UCF, and he started
Oh,
making
yeah.
YouTube videos. Yeah, and when he lost his scholarship because he was making money, and now he's obviously doing a lot better than he probably would have being a backup kicker at Central Florida. But
That's what that story. Okay, so I've seen
yeah,
his
that's him.
Instagram and I've seen comments saying like, why aren't you in the league? Why aren't you in the league?" And
Yeah,
then
that's
I just
him.
never understood what was going on.
Yep, that's him, man. Yeah, I remember seeing him on ESPN for that story years before I ever talked to him.
That's really cool. How old is he?
That was a big deal. He's probably 24, 25. He's a
Oh
little
man,
bit
he's
older
so
than I
young.
am. Yeah, yeah. No, dude, honestly, and he's got a cannon for a leg. If that's what NFL teams are looking for, then I feel like he's he belongs on a team, honestly. Dude
That would
can
suck.
boot a ball. Yeah.
Like just doing something as a hobby on the side, while being a
hmm
college athlete. That's not their business.
Trying to make some money to afford that dorm you're staying in. But
Yeah.
they tell you, hey, you can't be making money off yourself if you're an athlete like that, which
It's
is
not That's different. It's not like he's signing autographs and stuff like most college athletes would like try and go and sell for their profit.
yep.
It's YouTube is so much different. Like as being a YouTuber myself, like you have to invest in equipment, and
hmm
I mean it's just different, and it takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
So
that's something that the big wigs up there, the NCAA, can't wrap their head around.
Dang.
Can't even get them to consider it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been close to a few athletes, college athletes, and just like they put in work, they go to school, they're required, they go to mandatory tutoring, they have to keep a certain GPA. Um, they go home and they sleep, and that's it. I mean, that's all
Yep,
they do.
yep. And
I
if you're
think
lucky,
like,
you go pro, but not everyone goes pro
oh, I
after
know.
all that.
Yeah, and then you got like college athletes like gymnastics or like softball sports that I don't even know if there's really pro version. Like I don't think
Yep.
there is a professional like women's league for baseball or softball.
Yep.
Um, yeah, that's just kind of that's tough. But I would say the only plus for that is like their food is paid for, and then maybe I think their living may be paid for. But then like you don't have any of your own money for the
Oh
side stuff.
yeah, no, yeah, full scholarship athletes at big D1 schools. They have it made from a student standpoint. You're getting
Yeah,
to play. You have great facilities. You have all the resources and stuff you need. But at the end of the day, you're a person living on a campus. Trying to get by, planning for your
yeah.
next step at the same time. And I think a lot of them could benefit from money that they generate themselves that they don't have access to.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it's not like most people might be worried, like, well, they're not mature enough, or they might go and just make bad decisions with this money. But I'm like, at the same time, you're a college athlete. I think you're regularly drug tested, and I mean, you don't have time for that stuff. So,
Yeah, no. And if that's the concern, then that's just I don't even
yeah,
think that's a logical argument. That's just
I've
you
heard,
can't because you can't even offer them money but then tell them what to do with it because that's even worse.
right? Yeah, like that's like a hypothetical. Well, if you were given money, this is what you'd be doing with it,
Yeah,
anyways. Yeah,
no.
my dog won't leave me alone. Stop it. He's always bugging me. Um, so you made a helmet for destroying, right? Or is it
Yeah.
destroy? What's his Instagram?
Destroying, yeah.
What kind of build was it?
It was it was a speed flex with his logos on the side. He posted a video of some old like spray painted helmet or whatever, and I commented on it and was like, "Hey man, I can hook you up." And he
That's
actually saw
awesome.
it. Yeah, he saw it and he messaged me and was like, he's like, "Hey man, I want to get one with my logos on the side." And I was like, say less. Like I'll hit you up in a few weeks when it's done. Like I'll
That's
send
so
you
cool.
pictures. Yeah, and at the time he lived in Orlando, which is about an hour from me still. He's out in Arizona now. But
Oh
so I,
wow! So you
so yeah,
actually met
I
up
got
with
to
him.
drove over and deliver it. Yeah, and I was in one of his videos, one of the first ones that I. So I mean, yeah,
Dang,
that was one of the first big ones that I was in for sure.
that's like a cool opportunity. You can't
It
go
was
wrong
cool.
with that.
Yeah, man, he got me right. D's one of the real ones for sure.
What about so like when it comes to like stop it. When it comes to like manufacturing the helmets, do you like go to is there like websites that you have to order stuff from?
Yeah, mostly the company that I'm about to start working for, Green Gridiron.
Yeah.
They have it all there. They've got not just like the NFL and college helmets, but they have helmets for kids to play in, all the face masks, all the visors, chin straps, accessories, all that.
And you just got a job with them, right?
That's where I'm headed. Yep. A
That's really
little less
cool.
than little less than 2 weeks. I'm headed up there.
So where is that located again?
Greenville, South Carolina,
South Carolina, and you're where at right now? Like close to
uh,
Orlando,
Tampa, Florida. So it's about
Tampa,
9 hour
Florida.
9 hours straight north of me. Yeah.
Dang, I'm actually going to be in really close to Tampa in July,
Gotcha.
and I
What's
think
going on?
Jet Central. His name is Ian. I don't know if you've like heard of him before. He's a YouTuber, but he's like, yeah, man, let's meet up. So it's just cool, like meeting people and collaborating.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Now, like with that website, did they get used to like seeing your name? You think, and just like from ordering like
Yeah,
parts and helmets, and they're
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
okay,
No,
what's up with this guy and the helmets?
yeah. They knew who I was for sure before I got up there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was cool how it worked out. I mean, I don't want to expand on my roles and stuff too much now, but within a few months, I feel like I'll know whether or not it's going to be turn into a dream job or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
true.
I think
Um,
it'll be cool.
so like, did you have? Did you get like bundle discounts and stuff eventually? Did you have like deals set up with these suppliers?
Kind of like most of them, if I was close with the owners of the actual companies, I could get discounts and stuff. But
That's cool.
other times, if it's a small company, no, I like to support them also. I would just charge what I would have
Hmm.
to compensate for what I put in.
Hmm. Now, here's a question I always wondered is like when it came to like custom stickers and decals and even your you have the Battle Customs logo. So where do you go to like get those like made and printed out?
So most of the custom ones are vinyl. You know what vinyl is?
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the ones on my custom stuff aren't the 3 mil vinyl. They just call them. A lot of them are transfer decals. A lot of the custom ones are transfer decals, but the standard ones you don't really have to custom buy. Sometimes you can just find them. You can just find them online. There's not really one set resource getting into it.
Really?
Like I have, I've probably bought decals from a dozen different places. You just have to find them. That's the
Okay.
toughest part about it. And custom decals, there are a few companies that do custom stuff also, but the trick there is you always have to order in bulk with those. So you can't really get single or two custom sets made.
Oh yeah, so you get like if you want like a
Like
Packers
15,
decals.
you're gonna have to order a set of like 15, 20 of them minimum.
Dang, and then you're stuck with like until you make 15 to 20 helmets.
Yep,
Which I
yep,
guess that's good. I mean,
yeah.
at the rate that you made them anyways.
Yeah, no, if you got the demand, it totally makes sense. But from their standpoint, they're selling to like teams and stuff. They need a team order, so
Right, I guess that makes sense
it's
too.
not worth their money to fire up their whole machines to print out one set.
Yeah, that's true. Man. But like when it came to your custom like your Battle Customs logo, did you like make that logo yourself or did you have someone make you
It
your
I,
logos?
I sketched it out like on a pad, and
Uh-huh.
I sent it to a friend of mine who said he was good at graphic design. And that same kid has actually like I didn't know him in person. I knew him over Instagram, but he's like disappeared over Instagram over the past couple of years. He was just a graphic designer. And he sent me the logo, and I haven't seen his name pop up in 2 or 3 years probably.
No way.
He just disappeared. I hope he's doing well, but I haven't heard from
Yeah,
him
no
though.
kidding. Man, I met like when I was younger I played video games like RuneScape. You ever heard of RuneScape?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I played that, when I was a kid, and like we had met me and my other friend. We were always friends with this other guy who was like the same age. And he disappeared for years. We never like saw him, and we were friends on like Discord, Skype, and we used to chat all the time. And he just like disappeared, and you're just like, man, I hope he's doing well.
Yep,
Like,
yep. Best
that,
wishes wherever you're at.
yeah, that's
I hear
crazy.
you. Yep.
So, when it comes to this new job, did they contact you through like phone call, email? Like, what did this
Yep.
offer come up as?
So as their actual company grew, they handed off their social media to a girl who works at their shop.
Hmm.
And so the actual CEO of the company, they're not active on social media or whatever. They'll just see pictures every once in a while if she shows them. But one night I got a message from their Instagram account and it said it was their CEO or whatever, and he sent me his phone number and all that, and he told me to give him a call. So
Yeah.
that was how we got in touch in the beginning.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a big move, and you're recently engaged, aren't you?
yeah. It's a whole lot of life changes, man. Yeah,
Dang, man,
got
congratulations. That's
I
exciting
appreciate
stuff.
I appreciate you, man. It's life's happening fast, but I think we're in a good spot. We're been engaged for a couple months, getting married in middle of July. I'm moving to Greenville in a couple weeks to start
Hmm.
work. I'll come back for the wedding, and she'll come back with me after in July.
Dang, okay, that's really cool.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you move, I mean, do you have any experience in South Carolina at all? Have you been in Florida your whole life?
I've been in this county in Florida my whole life.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, dude,
I've
I
been in.
couldn't imagine.
It's gonna be really different, but I mean, like I said, I'm going into a really good situation, I think, so I could be going to a lot worse places.
Yeah,
Greenville's super nice, and I mean, just coming from being in Tampa my whole life, I mean, I don't think I could pick much like a much better place to go than Greenville.
jeez, man. Yeah, I mean, I've lived here in Northwest Arkansas my entire life,
Yep.
and sometimes I go to a small town in Iowa to visit family, but I couldn't imagine just like going. So what do your parents think of this? What did?
I mean, they've been supportive. Obviously, like as parents, they're gonna have questions about it. They've got questions.
Yeah,
They obviously want what's best for me, but at the end of the day, it's about to be my life. So I mean, this is definitely a decision I wanted to make for myself. And as big as it's gonna be, I'm not near as anxious or anything as I thought I'd be about it.
really?
I have a really good feeling about it.
You think it's gonna hit like the day before you leave, though? I
I
don't
know
want to
it
say
will.
that.
It really will. The only part about leaving is gonna be like the people and my dog. My dog's staying here, and just
Oh
like
yeah,
my family and stuff that's here. But other than that, like it's not like I'm being forced to move away to somewhere
that's
bad. I mean, I'm anxious to get up and get started. I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to just figure out a routine in a new city, move into
that's
my
really cool.
apartment, all that, you know.
Is it gonna be? Are you flying or driving?
I'm driving, man. We got a moving truck and all that.
So how long of a drive is that from you?
With stops, probably like 10 hours. Yeah,
That's
it's
rough.
a
What?
haul. It's a haul.
I think it takes about 10 hours for me to get to Clearwater. I've got some family there. I think it'd be maybe a little more than 10, but it's around that. I mean, it's a lengthy drive.
Oh yeah, it's a whole day of driving.
Dang, man. So you got an apartment there, and then you just start like the next work week or what?
Yeah, 2 week. Yesterday was 2 weeks from my first day, so I'm starting on Monday the 10th.
Do you even know
Yeah,
what to expect? You just gonna like show up to this facility and be like, "Hello."
yeah. I've gone up there for a couple of interviews, and I know the people there. But I mean, as far as my daily schedule is gonna be like, I mean, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go figure it all out.
So did they tell you anything like what to expect from your role
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what your
yeah.
job
Just
will
like
be?
yeah, things to expect like pointers and all that, but not like a breakdown of what my daily duties are going to be like on top of
Yeah.
every hour. But I mean, that's not how I wanted it to be. I'm just going to go up there and figure out what I need to be doing, get established.
Did they give you a job title?
Yeah,
Like,
it's I forget. It's something unique. It was made up because it's like a private company. It's not like you go online and apply for a position here. It was like something engagement associate. I don't know.
hmm.
I'll have to look back at the letter they sent me, but it's a unique position they made up for me.
Oh, so they made it like just for you.
Yeah, yeah, there wasn't like a wanted sign out for this position at their job.
That's so cool.
They came at me and pretty much asked like when I was done with school and if I want work, it's there for me after. So that
Now,
was pretty much why I took it.
did you have like something planned besides this, or were you just gonna keep doing like freelance stuff?
I was gonna take this as far as I could, and honestly, it's still gonna keep going. Just anything that I post, it's not 100% mine. Will just be an advertisement for Green Gridiron. Because I
Okay,
mean,
yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, was there like a contract or anything, or like conflict of interest with your own personal stuff?
no, just because Battle Customs won't be its own brand, it'll just be me. I'm not gonna file to make it its own business or anything. It's just gonna be that's like a nickname for me. I'm just Preston Battle. Like Battle did this helmet or whatever. Whenever they go to post it,
That's really cool, man.
yeah, man,
What
I think
about
it'll work out.
what about this position? So obviously, it's not going to be like. I mean, you're going to get to stay like hands on, like making with helmets, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's
for
awesome.
sure, for sure.
I didn't
Yeah,
want you to be like, I don't know, like I just don't know like much about the place, but I don't want you stuck in a cubicle or something, working on a
yep. No,
computer.
I know exactly what you mean. I would not have accepted it if I thought it was gonna be a
Okay,
weird
yeah,
cubicle job. I'm only moving 10 hours away because I think it's gonna be great work. So,
man, that's good. That's exciting
just
stuff.
it really is. I mean, since the work is there and I'm young, I can move away and I can try it. If I hate it, I can come back. But I mean, I think that's advice I've gotten so many times, but I'm finally gonna act on it.
Your fiance, is she from Tampa as well?
Yeah, she's lived right down the road her whole life also.
Dang. So
She's
she
gonna
like
be.
I mean, was she very supportive of this move?
Yeah,
And
yeah, she's been great. She's perfect. She's
That's awesome.
she's excited too. She's got a job lined up also up there already. She's
Great, man.
yeah, she's studying education in school still, but she's been a preschool teacher while she's in school because you need a degree to teach anything higher than preschool.
Right.
So while she's getting her degree, she's been teaching preschool.
Yeah, I'm in educational studies myself. It's kind of like a general education degree.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't necessarily want to teach, but it's just I'm just trying to graduate at this
Yep.
point.
No, I know what you're saying. I was at the same point, man. Just to
Yeah,
if you don't know exactly what you're going to do, if you have the means to get it, just get your degree
yeah.
and just work
That's
and just work.
that's what I've been doing, and then I got a job working for the university police. You know, they help pay for my tuition, so I was like, well, I mean, why not finish school now? And
Exactly.
I get a great discount on it. But
Yep.
I'm in between. You know, I've been trying to run social media, YouTube, and
Yep.
I think that like that's my passion. My goal is I just want to be my own boss, especially like in the age that we live in right now with so
Yep.
much stuff being online and social media. I just like
Yep.
it's a great opportunity. You got to take advantage
Dude,
of it.
and honestly, and if you love it like you do, go all out. Go all for it.
Yeah, it's got its perks and it's got its, I guess, you know, its cons. It's got pros and
Yeah.
cons, but you just got
That's
to
everything,
ignore
man.
it. A lot of the cons are usually just like, haters or whatever, downer.
It's kids in the comment section. Just
That's all
literally
it is. Yeah,
you just look over them.
yeah. I've had to learn that. I'm
Yeah.
like, should I reply to that? No, not even worth my time.
Yep. Honestly, there's a reason they're in your comment section. It's your comment section, but they're there commenting.
That's
So, I
true.
mean,
And they wouldn't be commenting unless they were feeling like envious or something.
no,
Like there's
nobody doing better than you is ever going to take time out of their day to come down on you. So
that's true. That's a
they
great
never
way to
will.
look at
It's not worth their time. So just think of it
it.
that way.
Yeah. I had a few more questions before for you um, about how you got hooked up with. I saw your helmet on the Pat McAfee show,
Yeah,
and that was like so freaking cool.
that's pretty wild.
How did that happen?
Honestly, just I get lucky. I send emails, and one day they got read. Not even by him, by his I think his CFO. I think his CFO read my emails, and I got the helmet to him through him.
Jeez. And they
It's
have it
just
on his desk
persistence.
still,
Yep,
right?
it's still sitting there.
So, dang.
Yep, it's pretty cool to see.
And did he give you like a shout out on a show?
He did. I was just hoping. I was dying for him to just put it on his desk. But he talked about me for like 2.5 minutes on his show. He pulled up a link to my page. It was cool.
Did you notice like a spike in anything, like any
A,
traffic on your channel?
a little bit. I had a bunch of people asking to make helmets like his,
Oh
the
no,
half and half ones.
that's cool. So
Yeah,
how many like DMs do you say you get about like business stuff, like a day or a week?
I probably get. I don't know. It depends. After SportsCenter posted me, obviously it went up. I would get a couple hundred a day, but now
Oh
it's
my
probably it's
God.
probably yeah. It was rough. It's probably anywhere from because I missed all my DMs from when they posted back then. If you DM me between like last July and this February, I'm sorry if I haven't got to you. But
Dang, man.
other than that, it's probably like 15 to 25 a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
I
So
try to get back to a lot of like the general comments and stuff, but other
mhm.
ones I just can't get around to it all the time. It's a lot.
Have you learned to like filter which ones you're like, I know this is a serious business inquiry or this
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, and it's gonna sound bad to say, but sometimes like when they have more followers, you can just kind of tell. Or obviously
Right.
if they have a blue check by their name, they're verified. But
And I'm sure, yeah, you like want to prioritize those. I mean, for your own personal like growth, you're like,
for
well,
sure.
I'm sure this person's serious then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal either, but if it's like an athlete or something, that's just what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to do for myself is put my name out there for the big athletes. So
Man,
that'll
that's
probably be
cool.
the person I go after.
I know when I messaged you, I didn't even like know like how to ask or like what to go. Like, I don't know. I was just like, hey man, how's this work? Like, how do I get me a cool Packers helmet?
Yep.
And
You hit me the right time, I guess.
I guess so, because I don't know. Like, are you constantly like every day? Are you working on a helmet?
Most days.
Dang.
Most
So
of them
like,
I've got something to work on.
is it like for one person, or you have like several different helmets that you're working on for different people? Did you have to get to a point where you're organizing them
Oh
by
yeah,
like
I've
person?
yeah, I had gotten to that point for sure. Right now I just put everything like in its own box, like based on the project. But
That's
just
so
kind of
cool.
yeah, man.
I know, like, I used to do this like little side gig. I'd build computers, and I'd be like, "You tell me what you want, like your computer for video editing, gaming, just office work, whatever. You give me a budget," and they'd be like, "I want a $500 computer," and I'd be like, "Okay, these are the parts." I build a computer that's $500, but like on top of that, I'd add like my own fee, like a building fee.
But
Is that how
got you.
you? Is that how you
Yeah,
about?
yeah, exactly like that. It's you get what you pay for out of a helmet. I mean, there's $100 helmets, there's $5,000 helmets. It just all depends on what goes into it, how much you put into it. It just all depends on specifics.
Dang man, yeah. I know, like mine, I didn't want to like spend too much on it, just because I was like, it's mainly going to be used as like a desk, like a
Yeah,
paperweight kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, no,
But
that's the way probably 99% of people would trend. Nobody's got $5,000 to spend on a football helmet, but I mean,
oh yeah,
every
yeah.
once in a while there is that one weird person that does. So,
Now, I would say like the final big question here was with Tom Brady. Didn't you get someone reached out to you, or you reached out to them?
yeah, that was they reached out to me actually. I after a helmet I made for SportsCenter, I've been
Hmm.
talking to the guy that runs their page a lot, and he said that Tom Brady's personal assistant texted him and said that he wanted to get Tom something cool for Christmas. Saw the helmet that I made SportsCenter. He think he could get one for Tom. I was
You're
just
like,
like,
heck yeah.
like, like I can make him 20 of them. Like, what does he want? Just, but so
Tell
I
me when
just,
and where. I'll do it.
yeah. He said so initially he said something about maybe something for him to train in the off season. So I thought I'd make like a Bucks looking helmet, but put TB12 logos instead of the Bucks. So everywhere it would say Buccaneers, it just says Brady or TB12.
Mhm.
The sides got the TB12 logo instead of the flag, the pewter shell, black mask. Just so if he's not training in it this off season, then it'll be up in the TB12 office in downtown.
Hey man, have you worked on it, or have you guys engaged in that part yet?
Oh yeah, he got it back in.
Oh, he already got it.
Yeah, he took it to him on when I met his assistant was the day the team was leaving to play Green Bay in the playoffs. So he gave it to him the day they got back, and he didn't take pictures or anything. And I didn't get to meet him because of COVID. But
Oh,
he,
ah,
and he said Tom loved it, and that I'm just waiting to get some pictures of him in it, trying to see him working out in it.
dude, that's so cool.
Oh, I'm dying to see it, man. It's been a couple months, but I mean, I still got my hopes up.
I mean, you're a Tampa Bay fan for life, right?
Oh yeah, man. I'm born and raised, man. We've been through it all.
How cool is that? Were you a
It's
Tom Brady
it's
fan before he came to Tampa?
no. Couldn't stand the dude, but now he's my
Yeah.
favorite player. Now he's my
I mean,
favorite.
how? Yeah, it's like I can't
Nobody
honestly.
likes him before he's
I
on your
can't stand
team,
Tom Brady, but I mean, the dude's a winner.
bro.
You
He's
got to respect him.
the greatest winner of all time, man.
Yeah,
It's unreal what he's been able to accomplish. I don't know if anybody else is ever going to touch Tom.
that's hard to tell. I mean, was it 7 Super Bowls now? I mean,
10 Super Bowl appearances, like
I don't even
it's
know
just
who can
nuts.
appear in 10. I mean, even if you go 0 for
Nobody.
10, I mean, just making it to 10 is nuts.
It's
But
seriously just it's hard to
winning
wrap your head around.
winning 70% of the Super Bowls you've gone to, what? That's unheard
and,
of.
and and the fact that he's older than quite a few prospects in this draft. No, he's been playing football for longer than quite a few of these prospects have been alive. Is what I meant.
Yeah, like
He got
20,
drafted in was it 98 or 99?
he got drafted in 2000.
Okay, well then most of these guys coming out this year were born in like 99, 2000, or
I
2001.
know.
I'm just like, dude, this dude was like reading defenses when y'all were just like
He's
pooping your
legit.
pants. That's
He's
the
legit.
craziest thing.
Like been in the league, what, 21 full seasons.
It's nuts.
So yeah, I mean that's older than. I mean, let's see, if I was like on track to graduate college, I would have been 20 years old. So that's longer than I would have been alive.
Crazy. It's
It's
so
crazy.
wild
Yeah, he's the goat, man.
for sure.
Well, I'll let you go. I just wanted to get some like insight on your life and like how you started everything. I just think
I
it's
mean,
it's super fascinating.
it really is, honestly. I found such a unique like place of work, such a like individualistic kind of field to get into. I've kind of made my own way, but it worked out, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So, I
That's
mean, I'm
great,
just,
man. 22
I'm,
years
I'm
old and doing what you're doing. That's
it's fair.
I'm sure everyone's pretty proud of you, or they should be.
I'm blessed for sure. I'm in a great situation.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations on everything that's
Appreciate
been
you.
going on for you.
Thanks, bro.
Just job opportunities, and my dog is crazy. But
That's fun. No, but I really appreciate you, bro. That means a lot.
absolutely. Yeah, if you guys, if you're here from my stream, make sure you go follow Battle Customs, Preston Battles. If you're here from Preston Battle Stream, thank you so much for tuning in, and I've really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes, sir. Y'all
All right.
hit up NFL Broadcaster for me.
I
Fastest
appreciate it,
news
man.
page out there, man.
We'll stay in touch, okay?
For sure. Hit me up, bro.
Yep. See you later.
All right, y'all. Take care.